all come into this thing today so different, right? From all over the world, feeling differently, needing different things. I want you to know that you have a space here today that is yours. Whether you sit on the mat for 60 minutes and breathe, that is going to be beautiful. Whether you have the stamina to do everything, it's absolutely fine. There's no judgment here. It takes a lot of strength to actually say, you know what, something is not serving me. So, absolutely, you guys, just do your thing today. A few suggestions. If you want to, on the top right hand side, you can view either in speaker mode or in gallery. Gallery is nice if you want to get a feel for everybody, sort of a connectedness feeling. If you've done yoga for a while and maybe you know the postures pretty well, otherwise, you can put it on speaker. And then you'll mostly see me. And then I'm going to go ahead and pin myself for the recording so that the people who didn't make it, I can send them the recording. Then the other thing is at the end of this, if you feel you're just in such a good place, you've got your groove on, you're in your yoga zone, and you just want to leave and not talk, that's fine. Just leave the meeting. Just do your thing. You don't have to talk. No problem. If you feel like just 5 minutes afterwards, if you've got a question, if you want to share something, then we can definitely do that. So I'll give a little time afterwards also. All right. So I guess with that, we might as well get going. So we're going to start our playlist at the same time. I want you to make sure that your playlist is not on shuffle because I designed it so that it goes slowly in and we're got it all nice in the middle for our big work, and then we'll end in nice and sweet at the end again. All right, let me see. I'm trying to get some of these things rid of. Okay, so everybody is muted, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, are you guys ready? We're going to start the playlist on 3. So the first song is "And by Sweet I Mean." All right, so when you are ready, on 1, 2, 3, play. Okay. All right, everybody, we are going to get going and we're going to start in child's pose. So I'm going to set up my things here. So yeah, we're going to start at child's pose. When we start out, it is nice to take a nice sloppy child's pose. So you can have your knees nice and wide and maybe your toes together. And then from here, you can just sort of let your belly fall in between, maybe your forehead rests on the mat. Your arms can be out in front of you. And then you might also want to check if you take your arms by your side and you make your shoulders a little heavy. Just see what that feels like. If you drop your shoulders, you have the space between your spine and your shoulder blades where our rhomboids are, and they get nice and tight. So this might be a nice little release initially. It might also be that you do it and you go, oh, yeah, you know what? That doesn't actually feel very good. And then just bring your arms back out in front of you. So we're just assessing things right now. This is just a moment to suss out how we're feeling. And I do recognize that we're not a light switch. We're not going to come here in our child's pose and then suddenly you move into a yoga zone. We're designed to think. We've got brains, so it takes a while. We're so indoctrinated, in this life that we have to be busy all the time. So our minds, it's pretty busy. It might take a while, 5, 10, 20 minutes. It might even be that you struggle the whole time, but it's okay. Every time you struggle and you bring yourself back to the present, it's another win. But in our yoga practice, we've got this sweet little thing called the breath. And we use our breath to just try and see if we can center ourselves. So let's just start by breathing in and out through those nostrils. So Deep inhales in through that nostril, and then really fill up your lungs as deep and as full as you can. Maybe your belly rises. And as you empty, letting go of every last little breath as your belly button hugs back into your spine. And then the last option here is, do you want to make it a little noisy, that ujjayi breath, as you let the air fall at the back of your throat? Sounding something like this. No, we definitely don't breathe like this all day long. It's not really very natural, and we don't want it to be because it requires your attention, it requires your focus, and as soon as it does that, it means you're actually here and you're present. And then when you're here and you're present, it means you can fully feel everything that you're going through, and then you can make your choices with some wisdom. You're going to meet yourself exactly where you're at today. If you have any expectations for this thing today, let it go, because that is the surest way to disappointment. Just let your body guide you as to where you should be. You don't have to be in a perfect triangle pose today. It's not about that. So settling into that breath. And then, if you don't have your arms out in front of you already, go ahead, take your arms out in front of you, plant your palms the width of your shoulders, and we're going to move into our really first active pose called downward dog. So tuck those toes and move all the way into your first downward facing dog. This is not going to be super deep. We're just going to feel things out. You might want to just cycle those legs, bend the one knee, then the other one. So keep doing that. And while you're doing that, I'll let you know a couple of things about your down dog. So your palms are planted the width of your shoulders. Your elbows are working towards straight. It doesn't have to be. Your shoulders are rolling down and under. Your tailbone is a little high. Your heels are a little low, but they don't have to touch. And then check in. Is your neck and your head dangling free? Can you go a little yes, a little no with that head? And are you still breathing deeply? All right, everybody, from here, just go ahead. Take that right leg up into the sky. Open the hip, bend the knee, and just circle that right ankle. Now you're going to notice your right armpit wants to lift up. See if you can still square it down, but not a ton because we're just starting. So it's a gentle twist. Come back, right leg up into the sky. One breath. Now, as you exhale, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand and let the left knee release down. And just stay as you sink your hips a little low and just enjoy this. And then option, maybe left hand stays down, right hand on that right thigh. And then maybe, so slightly a gentle, gentle little twist as we just start to work into the side. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hand down, tuck the left toe, lift the knee. Just go back to downward facing dog. Let's move into the other side. Left leg rises. Open the hip, bend that knee, circle that ankle. You're strong into both palms. Left armpit still rooting down. Inhale, left leg straight to the sky. Empty, step it to the outside of that left hand. Maybe a little lightly. Right knee releases. And just enjoy a heaviness in those hips. We start to release something in that left hip. Oh man, it's the biggest joint in our body, and we carry so much in it. Then right hand stays down, left hand optional on top of that left thigh, and find a little twist here. So you're almost pushing forward onto that thigh and use that leverage to find a little twist. Not too much, maybe gazing over that left shoulder. Take a breath. Left hand down. Tuck the right toe, lift the knee, step back, downward facing doggy. Are you still breathing? It's early. All right, have a look at those feet. They are the width of your hips or maybe a little wider. Start to unplug your hands. Walk them all the way back to your feet. Hold on to your opposite elbows. Dangle a little free. Sway side to side. Head can go yes or no. Now, if you want to feel it in your hamstrings, you're going to attempt to straighten out your legs. If you want to feel it more in your lower back, put a baby bend in those knees. So check. I mean, honestly, this is trial and error. I have no idea what you feel like. You each come into this thing with your own history. So just feel it out. Now release those arms. Just hang like a rag doll. So heavy in that chest, in those arms, in the head and neck. Take a breath in. Exhale, roll your spine out so beautifully slow. Head comes up last. Arms reaches up into the sky. Exhale, hands heart center. Close your eyes. This is your time. Set your intention. Whatever goodness that is that you want to strengthen and breathe through today, that you want to invite into your life, this is your chance. I'll give you a moment. All right, everybody, open your eyes. Walk to the front of the mat, feet together. We're going to start with our warm-up A. It's going to be a little different. So listen carefully. Release those arms. Inhale, rise it. Maybe a little arch at the top. Exhale, fold it over so beautifully low over those thighs. Come halfway up, suck in a breath. Plant those hands, just step the right foot back. That's it. Release the knee. Right hand stays down. Left arm maybe up into the sky for a little twist. Take a breath. Left hand down, step it back, upper push-up plank pose, and lower it down. Maybe put your knees down, elbows hugging by your wrist, using the negative as you lower. Release the tops of the feet. This is our first cobra, so we're going to do 3. We're just going to pause here for a little bit. Inhale, lengthen and lift the chest. Oh man, it might be an inch. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lengthen and lift just a little bit. Empty, put it down. Last one. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, chest down, tuck those toes. Back to downward facing dog. When you get there, right leg lifts up into the sky. As you exhale, step it in between those hands a little light, or use your hands and get it there. Left knee releases, left hand down, right arm to the sky for a little twist. One breath. Hands down, tuck the left toe, lift the knee, step to the front of the mat for a little control. Halfway up for a breath. Exhale, folding it in. Inhale, sweep it all the way high up into the sky. Empty hands, heart center. Beautiful, everybody. Let's do the other side. Release it. Inhale, lift it. Find a little arch. Empty, fold it over so low till your thigh says no more. Halfway up, take a breath. Exhale, step the left foot back. Release the knee. Left hand stays down, right arm to the sky. One deep breath in. Hands down, tuck the left toe, lift the knee, step back, upper push-up plank pose, lower down, same exhale. Inhales, cobras. You choose how much. Chest down, tuck those toes, downward facing dog. Left leg rises. Empty, step it in between. Maybe a little light. Maybe you need a bulldozer to get it there. That's okay. And then right hand down, left arm to the sky. Left hand down, tuck the right toe, lift the knee. Step to the front of the mat, a little control. Forward fold, halfway up for a breath. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, sweep it up. Reach it up into the sky so high. Empty, hands, heart, center. All right, regular A, here we go. Release those arms. Inhale, lift it, maybe an arch. Exhale, fold it over so low over those thighs. Halfway up, take a breath. As you empty, step it back, maybe jump it back, lower that thing down, use your knees. If you need, inhale, cobras. Chest down, tuck those toes. Downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Sink into your down dog. I am still breathing. This is yours today. I'm not going to compare to anybody else on the screen. I'm not comparing to how I was or how I want to be. You're actually perfect, just the way you arrived here today. All right, take a breath in. As you exhale, look between your hands, step it, jump it, or float it all the way forward. Halfway up for a breath. Exhale, fold it in. One more round. Inhale, rise it, lift it up into the sky. Empty hands, heart center. Release it. Inhale, lift it. Find your arch if you want it. Empty, fold it over your thighs a little low. Halfway up, sock in a breath. Plant those hands, step it back or jump it back and lower that thing down. Inhale, cobras, maybe an up dog. Chest down, tuck those toes, downward, facing dog. Breathing so deeply. You're just warming this body up, feeling everything. I'm not competing. I'm not comparing. You don't have to do it a certain way. All right, take a deep breath in, tailbone high. As you exhale, look between your hands. Step it, jump it, or float it all the way to the front. Halfway up for a breath. Exhale, fold it in. All right, everybody. Here we go. Chair pose. Sink your butt a little low, chest and arms a little high. We're not here for long. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, just fold on out of it. That's it. Halfway up for a breath. As you exhale, step it back, jump it back, lower it down. You can always skip vinyasa, and go straight to down dog. So that's a nice way to pace ourselves. Now listen, from your down dog, right leg, rise it up into the sky. Simply take your right knee to your left tricep for a little twist and a little core. Back to one leg down dog, reach it. Exhale, step it in between those hands. Back foot stays on toes. And we'll rehearse this first one. So left hand stays down, right arm all the way up into the sky for a nice little twist. Then take a deep breath in here. As you exhale, right hand comes down on the inside. Back foot spins flat, left arm reaches up into the sky. So if you want, you can have one strong standing leg as your right knee sort of digs in to that right tricep and see what that feels like. Now listen, stay. Wrap your left arm behind your back. And then everything stays. Reach your right arm forward. That's it. Now keep that wrap behind your back. Don't let that thing go. We're going to reverse with a wrap behind our back, still sinking in that right knee. Then extend your side angle, right forearm, right thigh. Left arm over that ear, so beautifully long. Then come back up, warrior two. One breath in, sink into it. You guys look amazing. Hands down, vinyasa, step on out of it. Inhales, cobras. Chest down, tuck those toes. Down dog, left leg. Inhale. Exhale, knee to right tricep for a touch. Back to one leg down dog. As you empty, step it in between your hands. Right hand stays down, left arm to the sky. Take a breath. Left hand on the inside of that left foot, back foot spins flat. Right arm reaches up into the sky. And then just take that right arm behind your back. And then everything stays. Left arm reaches forward. Keep the wrap behind your back. Rise it up, reversing your warrior. Then extended side angle, left forearm, left thigh. Right arm over that ear. And come back up, warrior two. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands down. Step it back, lower it down. Vinyasa. So we'll do it a few more times. If you find yourself, a little bit lost, that's okay. You're still moving, you're still breathing. We're not going to get frustrated. You know, if you're looking at somebody else and you can see they're looking at you with like big deer in the headlights kind of eyes, you know they're not the one to look at. So let's just do this thing again. Inhale, tailbone high. As you exhale, look between your hands, step it, jump it, float it all the way forward. Halfway up for a breath. Exhale, fold it in. All right, chair pose. Sink your butt a little low. Just one breath in, beautiful. Exhale, fold on out of it. Halfway up, take a breath. Exhale, plant your hands. Step it back, jump it back, lower that thing down. Inhale, cobras or up dogs. Chest down, tuck those toes, down dog. Right leg, lift it up. Right knee to left tricep as you hinge forward to plank. Back to one leg, down dog. Reach that right leg high. Exhale, step it in between. Left hand stays low. Right arm to the sky, opening up. Then right hand on the inside, back foot spins flat. Left arm high. Wrap that arm behind your back. Reach your right arm forward and reverse it. Right arm up and back. Extended side angle, right forearm, right thigh. Left arm over your ear. Inhale, warrior two. Take a breath. Hands down, vinyasa. Or skip it, you know, pace yourself. If you want to go straight to down dog, go straight to down dog. Left leg lifts it. Left knee, right tricep. Back to one leg, down dog, reach it. Empty, step it in between. Right hand low, left arm to the sky, take a breath. Left hand on the inside, back foot spins flat. Right arm to the sky. Wrap that right arm behind you. Left arm reaches forward, reverse it. Rise it on up. Extended side angle, left forearm, left thigh. Right arm over the ear. Come back up, warrior two, one breath. Empty vinyasa all the way down. Inhales, find a little cobra. Chest down, downward facing dog. All right. Take a deep breath in. You know what? I think let's just do one more. And if you feel like you need to sit this one out, child's pose is always there. Takes a lot of strength to know when to back off. This is yours. All right. If you're with me, inhale, tailbone high. Exhale, look between your hands, step it, jump it all the way forward. Halfway up for a breath. Exhale, fold it in. Chair pose. Sink your butt a little low, chest and arms high. Empty, fold on out of it. Halfway up for a breath. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back, jump it back, lower that thing down. Inhale, cobras. Chest down, tuck those toes. Down dog, right leg, lift it up. Right knee, left tricep for a touch. Back to one leg, down dog, reach it. Empty, step it in between those hands. Left hand low, right arm opening up. Right hand on the inside, back foot flat. Left arm up into the sky. Wrap that left arm behind your back. Reach your right arm forward. Come on up, reverse it. Extended side angle, right forearm, right thigh. Left arm over your ear. Warrior two, one breath in. Sink into it. Yes. Vinyasa, you guys look beautiful. Each of you so different, yet perfect. All the way to down dog. Left leg, lift it up. Left knee, right tricep. Back to one leg, down dog. Step it in between those hands. Right hand stays down. Left arm to the sky. Left hand on the inside, back foot flat. Right arm reaches. Then wrap that thing behind your back. Left arm reaches forward and reverse it. All right, extended side angle. Left forearm, left thigh. Right arm over that ear. Warrior two, take a breath. Come on out of it. Vinyasa. All the way to downward facing dog. Beautiful. All right, everybody. You guys are making me sweat. All right, from here, child's pose. Put your knees down. Toes together. Take a moment here. And breathe. Finding a little moment here. Just reminding you maybe of your intention. Reminding yourself that you're really just doing this for some wellness. It's not about folding like pretzels or walking on our hands. It's really just about taking care of ourselves, carving out some time. And I so appreciate you bringing this precious time, to share with all of us. Now you can stay in your child's pose. If you're in the mood for a little something, a little in-betweener, then let's come to a down dog. You don't have to, just those who are in the mood. So from your down dog, take your feet a little wider and step them about an inch or so, 2 to 3 centimeters closer towards your hands. And take your left hand to the outside of your right knee, and then maybe slide it down towards that ankle for a little twist here. And some of you might even be able to gaze up underneath that right armpit. Just another little twist, as we're just wringing some stuff out today. All right, left hand back down. Let's move to the other side. Right hand to the outside of the left knee, maybe sliding down to the ankle. Use that leverage. Your left arm is so strong. That left shoulder is so solid, you're not dunking into it. Take another deep breath in. Come to down dog and child's pose. Now, if you want to bring your knees together so that your back can sort of round over your thighs, that might feel nice. And just play with your arms again. Maybe in front of you, maybe by your sides. So precious. I'm so thankful for this body. I made it. I'm here. Each of us with our own histories as we step into this thing. Now I have no idea what sort of injuries you've been through, maybe illnesses, I don't know, emotional traumas, or maybe some beautiful experiences, but all those things really makes up this exact moment that you're in. And you've always done your best, just like you are doing now. And we're going to be kind to ourselves today. Life is rough enough. And we're so mean to ourselves sometimes. This is a space in which we can really be so kind. It doesn't mean we're not working hard. Of course you're working hard. I can see it because it's good for you. But this comes from a place of love and not punishment. All right, everybody, from here, arms out in front of you. Tuck your toes. Let's make our way to downward facing dog. We're going to move into our next standing series. We're going to do this one time each side. So if you've got the music on, the drums just started. And if you do yoga with me regularly, you'll know the music is usually a good indication of where we're going to go. So from here, right leg lifts up into the sky. Just open your hip and bend the knee. That's it. So just yawn that hip open. Make it feel good. And then inhale, leg back up into the sky. One breath. Exhale, step it in between your hands. And then left hand stays down. Right arm reaches up into the sky. We're just going to go a little slower. So you're going to stay exactly here. But take your right arm over your ear as we extend this twisted lunge. Maybe gazing underneath that right armpit. And then right arm goes back up into the sky for one breath. Bring that right hand on the inside of that right foot. Back foot spins flat. We've done this before. Left arm reaches up into the sky. Dig that right tricep into that right knee for one strong standing leg. Left arm over your ear. That's it. Just so nice and long from the outside edge of that left foot all the way to the left fingertips through that side body. I'm just elongating and getting so long. Then left arm back up into the sky. Now listen, slowly controlled. Warrior 2, rise it up. Maybe you can see your right toe in front of that right knee. We're not here long. We're going to move to triangle pose. Straighten out that right leg. Reach the right arm forward and down. Left arm to the sky. Triangle pose. We are just reaching in all directions. So beautiful. I feel everything. I'm so present. Now take that left hand, bring it on your left hip. Keep it on your left hip. We're going to go to half moon pose, but keep the left hand on your hip. It's nice. It sort of gives you more control. Starts to bend the right knee. Take your right fingertips in front of that right foot and step it up. Half moon. You're opening up your hips. That left ankle is flexed. Pretend that you are pressing against a wall. So that left leg is not floppy, it's super strong. And then maybe left arm to the sky. And if you feel really solid, have a look at that left hand and then we'll see. It gets a little wobbly. And don't be too happy if you do it really smoothly, and then you won't be so sad when you can't, right? It's just yoga. All right, left hand down, left leg stays to the sky. You're in standing splits. If you want, bend the left knee, right hand reaches towards that left foot. Pull the knee to the sky. Now listen, if you can't reach your hand to your foot, it doesn't matter. Reaching your hand to your foot is not going to make you kinder or more compassionate. I know many people that can do it that are not very nice. So, you're just doing it as far as your body tells you. All right, release that foot back to the sky. Right hand down. Take a breath. Simply put the left foot next to the right. Forward fold. That's it. Halfway up for a breath. Exhale, fold it in. Now take the right leg up into the sky. So we're just switching legs. You're in standing splits. Now we're going to move to warrior 1. So slowly you're going to drop the back foot to about 45 degrees, bending in the left knee, rising it up. Warrior 1. Beautiful, everybody. Release your hands behind your back. Interlace those fingers, elbows straight. Pull the thumbs away from your butt. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, humble warrior. Left ear to the inside of that left knee. Sink into it, bowing down. Inhale, rise it back up. Warrior 1. Hands come heart center. Keep your hands in heart center. Lean forward. We're going to make our way to warrior 3. Step onto that left foot. Right leg is going to reach behind you. Again, flex that ankle. Strong right leg. Then maybe arms are going to go like wings. Just maybe. And then the chest is like a little cobra. Remember your cobra? A little cobra on that chest. Take a breath in. Put your hands down. Right leg high. Step it back to lunge pose. And put that right knee down. Sink into those hips. Arms up into the sky. Hands heart center. Twist to the left. It's a little tricky. Hold it here. Hold it. Now tuck that right toe. Lift the knee. Hold it. Hold it. I know. This is pretty miserable. I'm not going to lie. Now wait for it. Inhale, crescent pose. Rise it up. I saw a smile. Take a breath in. Man, why, Hannah? Hands down. Step it back, vinyasa, or go straight to down dog. Cobras. You know what? There's just one more side. We're not octopus, so that's pretty nice. All right, if you're with the playlist, this is one of my favorite South African songs. The poor guy actually passed away from brain cancer a few years ago, but Oh man, I love this song. He's still with us. All right, left leg to the sky. Open the hip, bend that knee. Just yawn it. Left leg back to the sky. One breath. Exhale, step it in between. Right hand stays down. Left arm to the sky. Ha. Reach that arm over your ear, a little long. Stay with it. Keep breathing. Left arm to the sky for a breath. Left hand on the inside, back foot spins flat, right arm to the sky. Oh, I am doing this for me. I'm sweating and breathing fast, and it feels so good, and I'm wringing stuff out. All right, right arm over your ear, so long. Reach it, energy through those fingertips. All right, right arm back up into the sky. Slowly controlled, rise it up, warrior two. Ha, sink into it. We're not here long. Triangle pose. Left leg straight, left arm reaches forward and down, right arm to the sky. Oh, spreading in all directions. That left hand can be on your ankle, it can be on the front of your foot, it can be at the back of your foot. It can be on a block or a book. If you have somebody stable next to you, maybe. All right, right hand on your right hip. Keep it there. Half moon pose. Bend the left knee. Step it up. Right leg lifts. Parallel to the floor. Flexing that ankle. Maybe right arm up into the sky. Maybe you are flying sideways. Maybe you're crashing, but you're smiling. Take a breath. Hands down, standing splits. Right leg to the sky. Bend the right knee. Left hand reaches to that right foot. And then pull that knee a little higher. But your chest is heavy. Your head and neck is heavy. And you're breathing even though it's a little fast. Left hand down, right toes to the sky. Take a breath. Right foot next to left. Forward fold. Halfway up, take a breath. Exhale, fold it in. Just left leg to the sky. So we're changing sides here. We're not here long. We're going to move to warrior one. So slowly start to bend the right knee. Back foot, 45. Rise it up. Warrior one. Release those hands behind your back. Interlace those fingers. Pull the thumbs away. Inhale, back bend. Empty, humble warrior. Sink a little low. Then rise it back up. Warrior one, arms to the sky. Hands heart center. Warrior three, lean forward on that right foot. Left leg reaches behind you. And maybe arms like wings. And maybe you're a little wobbly. Take a breath. All right, hands down, left leg to the sky. One deep breath in. Step it back to lunge pose. Left leg down. Arms to the sky. Hands heart center. Yes, so put that left knee down. And then, there we go. I've got you guys on my TV screen. So I actually see you in front of me. I hooked it up. All right, now you've got that twist. Tuck the left toe. Lift the knee. Now stay. Oh my goodness, this is the last one. All right, rise it up. Crescent pose. Lift it up, lift it up. Lift it up, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands down. Step it back. Vinyasa. All the way to downward facing dog. You guys, I am so impressed. I am sweating. I'm just going to say it's humid here. All right, have a look at your feet. Unplug your hands. Walk them back to your feet. Now you have some options. You can just dangle free. If you want to make hooks with your fingers, hook them on your big toes and come halfway up. And then as you exhale, use the muscles of your arms to pull your chest lower towards your thighs. But your head doesn't have to touch your knees by any means. It's about maybe lengthening a little bit in those hamstrings, getting a release in the lower back. And why? Because, I don't know, when we're 80, maybe we can tie our shoelaces. That's pretty sweet. Or maybe we can bend down, pick up our grandchild. I think that's a pretty good reason to do some stretches. Now you can stay here if you want. You can actually take your hands underneath your feet, so you're stepping on your palms and your toes is tickling your wrists. You're going to come halfway up with that one. And as you exhale, if there's room left, I don't have much left because my arms are not that long. But if you have, you can start to bend your elbows and pull your chest a little closer. And then just breathe. And then maybe your face is actually soft. Oh man, I'm feeling so good. And breathe. Just stay. All right, release those hands from underneath the feet. And just hold on to your opposite elbow. Sway a little side to side. A little yes, a little no. All right, release those arms. Walk them out all the way to downward facing dog. Oh. Find a nice deep down dog here. Enjoy. And then when you're ready, go ahead. Put those knees down. Knees are going to go wide, toes together. Sit on your heels. So this is saddle pose. So a little bit of a stretch for the quads here. Now, for a lot of us, this is actually more than enough. You just want to stay right here. For some of us, you can lean back onto your hands and just check, just check. What does this feel like? Then some of you guys are going to go down all the way onto your forearms. So if you can keep your knees down, then you're still good. But if your knees are starting to lift up, then, you might want to just come back to your hands. So I'm a little bit on the cusp there. I'm going to come back onto my hands. But, our bodies are so different. Some of you might be able to lean all the way back, like lie down on your back. This doesn't mean you're a good yogi or a bad yogi or anything like that. It literally has nothing to do with that. It's anatomy, And some of us might need a stretch in one way. Some of us might need it differently. How nice is it to come into a space where there's no competition, yet we know we're doing so much. So if you're lying all the way back, let your chest lead you as you slowly start to come onto your elbows, your forearms, your hands. Make your way all the way out of it, all the way to downward facing dog. Oh, all right. We do have a last little standing one, but it's a pretty sweet one. You guys can hear the music has changed again. All right. Right leg is going to lift up into the sky. Open the hip, bend the knee. You can stay there. If you want, flip it over for dancer's bridge. Wild thing if you want. Then back to one leg down dog. Right leg reaches up into the sky. As you exhale, step that foot in between your hands. Back foot spins flat. Warrior two. Rise it up. Sink into it. Hands heart center, toes out, heels in, goddess pose. Oh man, I'm giving you guys my whole butt. Okay, hands on your knees. Bring your right shoulder center so you can twist your body a little bit towards the left side. Just a little twist here. Come back to center. Straighten out those legs, hands on your hips, toes turn in. Inhale, a little back bend. Empty, fold it over in between those thighs. Hands underneath your chest. Come halfway up. Left hand is in the middle underneath your chest. Right arm and chest opening up for a little twist here. You're going to see Your hips are going to want to swivel. Your left hip is going to go lower. See if you can pull it back. And then your twist is maybe not going to be as big. Take a breath in. Right hand comes back down. Simply walk your hands toward the right foot. Back foot is on toes. Now listen, just do this. Trust me. Left knee to the outside of the right foot. Sit your butt down. Left knee outside right foot. Brilliant. Left knee outside. There we go. Sit your butt down. Arms to the sky. Right hand behind you. Left hand or elbow. Maybe on that knee for a little twist. I love it. You guys are laughing. Inhale. Take a breath in. Exhale, a little twist. Inhale, take a breath. Empty, a little twist. Oh, man. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, a little twist. Last inhale here. Exhale, counter twist it to the other side. Just a quick one. Now listen. You're going to step into that right foot. Hands down, left leg to the sky, standing splits. Lift it. Energy through those left toes. Oh man, so beautiful. I'm reaching with those toes. The legs doesn't have to go high. Take a breath, step it back to lunge pose, and then make your way to down dog, either through vinyasa or straight to down dog. You choose. You choose. I'm going straight to down dog, but you might be in the mood for another vinyasa. All right, other side. Left leg lifts up. Open the hip, bend the knee, stay, or flip it over. For dancer's bridge, wild thing, you choose. Strong in that right shoulder. Left hand comes back down. Left leg to the sky. Step it in between. Back foot spins flat. Warrior two. Rise it on up. Hands heart center. Toes out, heels in, knees bent. Hands on your knees. Left shoulder comes to center. Open up your chest towards the right side. Oh. This is a sweet little one. All right, come back to center. Straighten out those legs. Hands to your hips, toes turn in. Inhale, little back bend. Empty, fold on over those thighs, or in between those thighs, rather. Hands is underneath your chest. Then right hand comes down in the middle underneath your chest, halfway up. Keep your hips as square as you can. And then left arm and chest opening up for a nice little twist. And breathe. Oh man, beautiful. Take a breath in. Left hand down, each of you so different yet so beautiful. All right. You're in lunge pose. Now we're going to do that funny thing again, right? So you're in lunge pose. Left knee is bent. There we go. Right knee goes to the outside of the left foot. And then you sit your butt down. Right knee, literally just do that. You're going to get there. All right. Arms up into the sky. Left hand behind you. Right hand on that left knee, the outside of the knee, maybe your elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Empty, a little twist. Inhale, lengthen. Empty, a little twist. Long spine. There's a string pulling the crown of your head so high. And then just this micro little twist. Last inhale. Exhale, twist all the way to the other side. Just a counter twist towards the right. Now you're going to lean into that left foot. You're going to place your hands down. Standing splits. Right leg to the sky. Oh man, deep breath in. Step it back, downward, facing dog. Oh, we are done with the standing series. You guys were amazing. So I love my last down dog to do it a little deep. So if you want to literally grab onto the outside of your mat with your hands, like I call it the rails, and then your feet goes just to the edges of your mat, and then make this thing so deep. So use the leverage, pull your armpits low, your head is dangling, you maybe even have a little hollow lower back, tailbone high, heels a little low. Oh man, you're so warm. Enjoy this. Oh, all right, back to regular down dog. Right leg to the sky, pigeon pose on the right side. So right knee behind that right wrist. Slide your left leg back. Pigeon pose. Guys, we have turned the corner. Oh, so heavy. I'm so impressed. Oh my goodness. What a beautiful gift for me to do this with you guys. Oh, check, is your face nice and soft? Your forehead is soft. You're not clenching your teeth. Look at your fingers, or feel your fingers. Are they soft? Is your shoulders a little heavy? You're still breathing, as we slow down. Check in. This is normally the time when all those lists wants to come back. Yeah, but it's also such a sweet time to actually practice to be present, because when we're moving through that fast vinyasa flow, it's almost like we're playing into what society wants from us, being busy. So when you get to this point, it's almost like you have to surrender. You've worked so hard. Now just surrender. Don't miss this moment. Let's not live in the past or the future. Let's just actually be here. It's such a sweet moment to practice that for, the time off the mat. This is just a little microcosm. All right, rise your chest on up. Tuck the left toe, lift the knee, back to one leg down dog. You can open the hip and the knee and just yawn it to counter it. And then regular down dog, left leg rises, and pigeon pose on the left side. Sliding that right leg back. Oh. I definitely catch myself sometimes. You're off your mat and something happens, in traffic or at the grocery store. Somebody makes you upset, and then it's that moment of reaction. Sometimes I catch myself, I think, Hannah, seriously, but it's also just a moment for us to realize it and go, okay, wait, just hang on a moment, just be quiet for a moment and think this through before we just react. Let's just breathe and see if what we want to say is really going to serve the purpose. It's super easy to practice kindness if everybody around you is so nice and open and friendly and agreeing. But there's courage underneath that to practice kindness when maybe you're with people that's not as nice, and they're mean and they're rude and they're jealous and they're angry and they're temperamental. Now that is our yoga. All right, everybody, from here, lift up your chest, tuck the right toe, lift the knee, left leg to the sky, open the hip and the knee, yawn it open. Then just down dog, put your knees down, cross your shins, lie all the way on your back. Hug those knees into your chest. Sway a little side to side. And let's just, we don't have a lot of time left. So let's just move into our happy baby. So sliding your hands down your shins to the outside of your feet. Those knees reaching towards those armpits at the side of the ribs. Oh. Breathing, soaking up the last morsels. Take a deep breath in. Now just put your feet down the width of the mat. Arms are going to go like wings. Take a breath. Let your knees fall to the right side. Gaze over your left shoulder. Some of you might want to bring your right ankle on top of the left thigh for a little bit more of a stretch. And breathe. All right, everybody, just go ahead. Bring those knees through center over towards the left side, gazing over that right shoulder. Maybe left foot on top of that right thigh. Maybe. That might be pretty sweet. All right, everybody, bring those knees back to center. Hug them into your chest. So this is going to be our last kiss goodbye. So bring your forehead into your knees. Give it a good squeeze. Squeeze everything out. Exhale, let it all go. You can lie on your back. You can lie on your tummy, on your side. You can bring your legs up against the wall. All of those places are good places. Bring your breath back to natural. Completely let go of everything. You're so heavy. Your face is soft. Your shoulders are heavy. Your fingers is just drooping. Your chest heavy. Even the small of your back just letting go. Hips splaying open. Legs sinking low. Feet just flopping. Now stay. I will let you know when we're done. So just stay and enjoy. This is your Shavasana. This is what you worked for. Enjoy. I want you guys to just stay exactly where you're at. Don't move. I'm going to read you a little something from my pocket Pima. It's called We Start With Ourselves. It's number 27. In cultivating loving kindness, we train first to be honest, loving, and compassionate towards ourselves. Rather than nurturing self denigration, we begin to cultivate a clear seeing kindness. Sometimes we feel good and strong. Sometimes we feel inadequate and weak. But our loving kindness is unconditional. No matter how we feel, we can aspire to be happy. We can learn to act and think in ways that sow seeds of our future well being, gradually becoming more aware of what causes happiness as well as what causes distress. Without loving kindness toward ourselves, it is difficult, if not impossible, to genuinely feel it for others. So you can stay exactly there. If you feel like sitting up, you can. You don't have to. But I'm just going to say, let's just all bring our hands to heart center. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me. I hope you got something you came for, that you leave just feeling so good, just floating through your day. And yeah, so much love from me, all the way from South Africa. Namaste.